Yes, mate, how's it going? My name's Lee, and welcome back to the FPL YouTube channel, where we try to dominate FPL one game week at a time. So in this video, we run through my team selection for game week 7 and discuss the reasons for the picks throughout. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new. Anyway, let's rock and roll.
Get strong.
Right, mate, so you can tell right away from the goalkeeper and the defence that I'm playing a back four. So I've kept Gibbs White, Neco Williams, Mark Guett and Dubravka all on the bench, with Gibbs White being dropped down to the bench for his game against Sunderland. I just can't take the risk on it. Don't like Ange. I made a video about some transfer targets of me just like up here somewhere. I'll leave a link of me just kind of slamming Ange. Like, can't stand him, mate. So I'm just going to move away from it. Like, I'm not going to bother with them. I'm looking to wildcard in game week 8. So it's just a case of just trying to get through this game week here now without using any transfers. I've got 2 free transfers, 1.6 in the bank. So like, I could do some things. Like, I could look at some Arsenal players, which I did heavily recommend in my buy or sell video that I posted yesterday. So there's definitely options out there for me. I just don't like the idea of using a free transfer when I'm wildcard in game week 8. That, like, it doesn't feel like the greatest use of a transfer there, where my defense actually isn't bad. Like it's actually pretty good. Outside of the triple Spurs, which is Leeds away, and Leeds have looked okay, to be fair. Like they are actually scoring goals and they look like they're playing okay. That's probably the only downside to the defense. Like there's some good fixtures in there. Spurs have shown that they have been pretty defensively resolute. They did draw 1-1 against Wolves yesterday. A little bit unfortunate for me. I think I only had double Spurs defense yesterday, or maybe a triple as well. I can't remember. Like, basically outside of Haaland and Semenyo, like, my team was just an absolute mess for this game week. I've still got Watkins and Rodgers to play, so let's see how they do. But in terms of this, I think it's a decent matchup. Kind of hopeful for a clean sheet. Like, it's down as a green fixture, but Leeds have looked okay. Like, it's away from home, anything can happen at Ellen Road. So fingers crossed, and let's see what they can do. This has been one of my better decisions to start with. I think going for triple Spurs defense has been pretty good. I'd probably, in hindsight, Romero over Porro would have been the better option, but I can only go with the information at the time, and the information at the time with Porro was going to be this set piece mini Trent kind of god. So it kind of is what it is, mate. Do you know what I mean? My other 2 defenders, I've got Daniel Munoz from Crystal Palace, Everton away. This, being on the FPL site, this is down as a grey fixture. Like for me, this is like a green fixture for Munoz and Crystal Palace. 18 games unbeaten, coming off a 2-1 win against Liverpool. They look great. They could have absolutely battered Liverpool. Like, if anyone hasn't seen the highlights or the stats of anything from the game, just go and check them out. Like, Crystal Palace could have been 3 or 4-0 up at half time. Like, just kind of watching the game, you had to double take and see who he was actually playing against. So yeah, mate, on fire. We've got no issue starting Munoz in this. Good fixture for him. Really happy playing in this. And then I've got Patrick Dorgu from Man United, Sunderland at home. And I'm just not sure, mate. Like, first of all, I'm not sure if he starts. I can see a world in where Dalot moves to left back and Mazraoui plays right wing back. With all the kind of pressure on Amarin, like, is there going to be like a manager change there? I don't think so. Like, I'm very much Amarin in, and I hope he doesn't go. Like, I still think he's a good manager, and people will say like what ifs and hypotheticals. But Bruno scores those 2 penalties. We could go on and beat Fulham. We would have made the game 2-2 against Brentford. We were looking pretty good by that point. Like, could have gone and won the game. That's 6 points we've lost basically there. And I mean, like, and we drew 1-1 against Fulham, but we've dropped points there as a result of 2 penalty misses from one of the best penalty takers we've seen in kind of recent Premier League history. So it is what it is, mate. And we're probably not playing the greatest stuff. And I feel like he's kind of shoehorning Bruno into that 6th position, and I don't think it suits him. Like, these are all little minor kind of things. I'd back him for now, mate. Just kind of see what happens. But I think if Dorgu plays, it's a good fixture on paper. But I'm actually still not bad at home. Let's see what happens, mate. Like, he could come away with a goal or an assist in this, keep a clean sheet and get some massive points. But this is like one of the last game weeks I'm going to be owning him, so may as well play him. I'm still looking to wildcard in game week 8. But overall, goalkeeping defense, like it's not looking bad on paper, to be fair. Let's take a look at the midfield. Moving on to the midfield, and it's pretty similar, you know. Reinders still looking good, still a good pick. Probably one of the best value picks in the game. Still happy owning him. Brentford away, that we obviously scored against them. Like, we could have made it 2-2 with a penalty. Like they can be gotten up, but they also score a lot of goals at the same time. the quite high scoring games at Brentford's place, so could go either way this one, to be honest with you, mate. I'm happy playing him, happy that I own him. His price is slowly creeping up as well, and that's something that's quite nice. I still own Morgan Rogers, and I've just seen the lineup for the Fulham game, and Rogers is playing on the left of a front three with Elliott playing attacking mid. Can't remember who the right winger is, and then Watkins up front. So I think that's his better position. Like we've seen over the first few game weeks, he's not great with his back to play and kind of turning, which like I thought he would be really good at, but he's just been so poor in possession, playing that and playing it in that number 10 role, that I think he needs moving back over to the left where he was so effective last season. Great game on paper. Like I can't sell him before this, and this is one of the reasons why I'm looking to wildcard in game week 8 as opposed to 7, where I've got all these players here that have all got technically good fixtures on paper with the triple Spurs defence with Leeds away, Dorgu, Rogers, Bruno. I've got a lot of players with good fixtures, a lot of them at home as well. Like it's difficult to kind of sell them when they've got such a good fixture on paper. So I'm going to keep him. I'm going to roll with it. We saw Watkins missed a penalty midweek in the European competition, so would Rogers potentially be on penalties? Like probably not. It's probably still going to go to Tielemans, McGinn, probably someone else before it gets to Rogers or Watkins. They might even give Watkins another chance. Don't really know, mate. And I'm really happy with that. And I own Semenyo, so yeah, buzzing, mate. Class player, scored against Leeds on penalties, really cheap, really good forward. He was linked with Man United in the summer. I think he'll be linked with all the big boys again. I can see him playing for Liverpool, mate. Like he gives me like cross between like Mane and who else kind of vibes. Yeah, like he does give me like Mane vibes where he just shifts it quick, gets shots away quick. High volume shot taker. I just like him, mate. I think just a really good player, and you can play him almost anywhere as well. Like he's done some defensive positions as well, and really versatile, really good player. Bruno is my last midfielder, and if I recorded this yesterday morning, Bruno was actually down as captain for me. With his penalty miss, the bad vibes, there's just a lot I don't like about it, and I still might go to a Bruno cap. I just can't walk past who my current captain is right now. Things just don't look right with him, whether his head's been turned because of Saudi. I don't know if their transfer window's still open, like if there is still a possibility of him going. Maybe it's time for Bruno to go. Like I love him, like I don't want him to go. But he doesn't work as a number 6. That's just kind of obvious for anyone and watching us. I'd love to see him in one of those number 10 roles, but like who do you drop out of? Cunha and Bumo, Sesko, Mason Mount comes in, and who has done really well, to be fair to him. Like I think he's done a pretty good job anytime he plays. Bruno just needs someone next to him who's ultra disciplined and has got legs, and that's just something we don't have. As good as players as we've got with like Kobe Mainu, love him, think he's class. He's not an out and out defensive midfielder. Like he's not got great mobility. Casemiro's getting on now. Ugarte, not the biggest fan, but we just don't have anyone in there who can slot in and provide the legs for Bruno to cover his defensive kind of frailties, to be honest. So see what happens there. Like we've seen the system can work well under the likes of Glasner, who's on this like incredible run now. So this 3-4-2-1 or 5, whatever, it has been shown to work, and it can work, but our personnel just isn't right, and that's the biggest thing. Bruno tucks away those 2 penalties, and it's a completely different story in my opinion. Like it just kind of is what it is right now. Do you know what I mean? I'm still hammering him. Like I don't want him to get sacked. I still think he's the right man. I still like everything he does. Tactically probably a bit naive sometimes, but still young, still learning, still probably not the players he wants. Hopefully we get to January, he can bring a couple more players in that he likes. I've seen we've been linked with the likes of Elliot Anderson, Belieber, a couple of other players there as well. And I think we just need some legs. I think we just need someone who can get his foot in, decent on the ball, and can provide some legs for Bruno. Anyway, enough of my Man United rant. Let's move on to the forwards. Last but not least, we've got the forwards, and first up is Erling Haaland, who's my current captain, coming off my triple captain in game week 6. We got a total of 48 points, and it was looking a bit dodgy for about 89 minutes of the game, mate. I saw it was 3-1. It was like 89, 90 minutes. I went upstairs to give my wife a hand with something upstairs, and I came back down, and it was 5-1, and Haaland scored 2 goals. So yeah, class, mate. Like, absolute dream scenario for me. I didn't expect much when I went upstairs when it was only 3-1. Like, I thought that was kind of end of the game, and it was just gonna like peter out, to be honest. But really, really good for me. I'm happy I played Trouble Captain here. Hindsight's incredible, but you know, it was one of the best attacks, one of the best number 9s in the world up against a newly promoted teams at home, kind of like the devil, you know. It just felt good, and it took a long time to come, but Haaland did have a couple of chances before this. Like, he did rack up some decent XG before the goal, so it was coming, mate. Probably a little bit lucky, but I got unlucky with Bruno twice now with 2 missed penalties, so I think that kind of evens itself out. You know what I mean? But not a bad fixture on paper, but for the away, like, it could go either way, to be honest. I think Erling Haaland's in good form, could easily score in this game. And last but not least, we've got Ollie Watkins, and this is kind of last chance for him here right now. I'm obviously, like I mentioned before, I'm going to wildcard in game week 8. Last chance for him to do something good. He's playing Fulham. Kicks off in about 15 minutes. Hopefully he can get something in that game and they can kickstart the season. I think once he scores once, I think he's going to go on a crazy run of scoring maybe 5 or 6 in a row. So I want it to be this week, and I can actually reap some of the benefits in game week 7. But that's my team. I'm pretty happy with it overall. Like, there's a lot of green fixtures in there. There's a lot of good fixtures at home, especially. So yeah, mate, is what it is. Do you know what I mean? If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and drop a comment down below. Have a good day. Peace and love.